Hello, all you wonderful podcast listeners out there. I want to first take a moment to thank all of you for listening to our podcast show. We appreciate your support, and we're excited to tell you about some upcoming changes. My practice, my business. We've got a lot of exciting things going on. I'm going to give you guys a quick semi-annual update here since it is June and let you know a bunch of stuff going on that we're really excited about. We begin our podcast right there.
Welcome, all of you fantastic dental podcast listeners, to the My Practice, My Business Dental Podcast Show, where we help dentists profit and thrive with excerpts from the clinical business of dentistry training here at My Practice, My Business. We'll be addressing and answering questions with current trends dentists and their teams face each and every day in their pursuit of this wonderful career we call dentistry. And now, the host of our show, the clinical director and president at My Practice, My Business, Dr. Rob Thorup.
As many of you know, we have moved into our new facility in South Jordan, Utah. We're excited to be there. It's been a lot of fun training offices and being able to do a lot of stuff that we've never been able to do before in the training process. Our new facility has the capability of watching treatment plans being presented in the operatories, and then again out front we've got cameras and microphones set up. We get a little release from our patients on personal health information and the fact that they want to be an educator with all of you when you come through training. It's a lot of fun. We hurry and grab those permissions, and we're able to allow our trainees to be able to see firsthand how not to complicate case presentation. It's pretty fun. And then, more importantly, Tracy and I have got a lot of cool stuff happening right now. In our new facility, we're actually going to be starting, I shouldn't say starting, we've already started it, but we're going to be able to do something that we've never been able to do before in the with the capabilities that we have. And that is, we're going to be able to really open up our YouTube channel. We're going to be able to video live segments of our monthly business lecture series, be able to get it out there a lot to a lot more people, to help a lot more dentists out. And that's one of the things we're really excited about. Let me give you an example of what we've got coming up. We have, for example, an insurance roundtable. I know, it's going to be crazy. We actually have major players from several insurance companies coming to sit down and have an open discussion about EOBs, about how they set their reimbursement fees. I think what's going to really happen is we're going to dispel a lot of myths that are propagated out there by other dental consultants and even our own associations. It's going to be pretty amazing because we've already given the topics to a couple of the major insurance players, and it's they're excited to stop the misinformation. So they're really excited to come and be part of this insurance roundtable and have it videoed. And then, of course, they'll give permission to for us to send that out. We don't like to, attack anybody and try to give out information that, maybe they might say something that might be inaccurate. So they get to watch the video. We have the video, and then they approve it, and out it goes. But I think what you're going to find is, there's not going to be a lot of editing on these videos, on these major productions. We don't even know what to call it. MPMB TV. We're really we're just super pumped to be able to get this out there, and some of the topics that are going to be happening. We're going to be talking about periodontal disease, and we're going to be able to show a lot of just 200 case studies of how we are eliminating the disease. I know that like freaks everybody out, but if our patients came to your office as a new patient, you were to see them the first time, you definitely wouldn't be diagnosing them with periodontal disease. They are that healthy. So, and they're back on 6-month recare, not every 90-day supervised neglect. So these are kind of fun things, topics. Another topic, of course, IT and ransomware. That's a pretty powerful thing. We're going to sit down with team members often and talk about the problems that they see in their offices and what they're doing to stem the problems from employees to motivational things that they do to keep everybody fired up, to leadership, to all kinds of fun stuff. We're really excited to start this project and to get it out there and just let it be an educational news channel that's going to be a lot of fun to help all of us out. That's one of the things we got going down. That's actually, we're so close to having it completed. We're going to be doing these actually in our training facility. It's not like in a studio. So it's going to be live. Nobody's going to be patted down with makeup or anything like that. It is just going to be absolutely off the cuff, raw, live information that is going to be a lot of fun. And then we've got, this is exciting. Here in a few weeks, we are actually sitting down with Dr. Ray Colmia, the executive director of the American Dental Association. And Tracy and I came up with an idea to unify instead of divide dentists against insurance companies. I know, sounds crazy, but it also is something that we caught the eye of our executive here in Utah, and talk again. You guys have heard me talk about this all the time about how our executive here in Utah is very forward thinking, he just doesn't hold back when he sees a great idea, and so we presented something to him that kind of just, he had that aha moment. And I said, we really ought to talk with the ADA on this. And Val's like, this is going to require more than a Zoom meeting, definitely not over the phone. We need a face-to-face. And that's how powerful this is of what Tracy and I have come up with to let the court of public opinion rattle the chains of just a handful of insurance companies. And I do say a handful of insurance companies. I know that many of you out there in dental land, you hate dental insurance. You've been taught to hate dental insurance. But I'm going to defend the insurance companies. I'm going to say it like this. The premiums that they take in do not justify increasing reimbursements like we need to see them see them increase. Let me say that again. You can't draw from a dry well. So in defense of the insurance companies, in their competitive market, it's impossible for them. And I know you guys are looking at the salaries of the CEOs, but it's like they're paying out millions of dollars every month. So the CEO salary, if the CEO salary was cut by 80%, it's not going to have an impact that we all wish we could have. Just like the minimum loss ratio law being passed in all these states. That's not going to have the impact that everybody thinks it's going to have. And there's been experts that have written articles on that left and right. It sounds like a good thing. It's, it goes back to, it's almost like a placebo effect. It's platitudes, versus reality. So it's not going to have that kind of impact, but there are some things we can do to have impact with the insurance companies that doesn't require litigation, doesn't require actually maybe just a phone call to some of these people by an association called the American Dental Association is going to be strong enough to actually get them to change their ways. And if they won't change their ways with some of the things they're doing, then maybe the public needs to be made aware of their socialistic, controlling attitudes of trying to control the quality of care, of delivery. So these are things that we're working with with the associations, and I'm going to go back to there's something I'm going to put out a podcast here in the next few weeks that's going to be on the article that's just came out that I'm really happy with the American Dental Association with. And the article is something that if this goes through, then all you dentists that are not members of the ADA, you need to stop riding the coattails of everybody else. And it has to do with insurance reform, and it has to do with the federal ERISA laws that they constantly try to get to supersede state law. And I'm going to do podcasts on that here, like I say, in the next few weeks. All of you need to understand it because, again, I'm going to go back to the fact that it, in my opinion, and anybody can challenge me on this because I will eat you for lunch, it's not the insurance company's stocks. It's you and I. It's our lack of business training. There are things in the insurance contracts and state laws that allow us to be profitable. But when there's a handful of insurances in 3 states that are trying to control the quality of care and not allowing us to be profitable on more expensive products, materials, medications, advanced technologies, advanced procedures, when they don't allow us to be profitable on those procedures and to do them for free, then that becomes a problem. And when they try to control it, that becomes an issue. And that should be an issue that should be handled by all of us collectively through the American Dental Association. So again, yeah, the ADA for many years has been dragging their feet and not representing us like they should. And I believe that the American Dental Association, number one priority should be protect the public, and 2, protect the dentists that are associate members. That should be the thought leadership of the ADA. And I'm actually lately with the current leadership, and when I say current leadership, I don't know, you get all the ADA delegates in a room and the building could be on fire and they would not be able to agree which exit to take. It's absolutely ridiculous when we see them get together. But anyway, that's another story. But the executive director, it's the executive director and the staff support that really is able to mitigate change within our association. And just like the Utah Dental Association actually has a executive leader that is forward thinking and has great thought leadership on protecting dentistry and protecting you and I and the public, my gosh, then you can accomplish a lot of things. But there are states around us that do not have very good executive directors, and we have clearly pointed that out. So it's kind of like either get your act together or get out of the way and let somebody else take the controls there of your association. Those are the kinds of things that we're looking at. So we're very excited that we're able to meet with the ADA executive, and there was in the ADA Morning Huddle, this is where that article came out at. But if you click on the links, you can actually watch Dr. Ray, the ADA executive. I don't know if he likes to go by last names, but I'm not that person. So I'm going to call him Dr. Ray. Never met the guy yet, but he's Dr. Ray. Like I'm Dr. Rob. And my friends who are my patients, it's okay for them to call me by my first name. They don't need to put the doctor in front there. I'm not like... I'm very professional in what I do, but my friends call me Rob, and I love my patients to be my friends. So, Dr. Ray, here we come. But it's really exciting to be able to meet with them and show them some things that we're up to in legislation, and to point out some things that I think the ADA can benefit from. Sorry, it's early in the morning. It's 4 a.m. It's when I get up and do my podcasts. I love it. I'm a morning person, but sometimes my throat's just had it. And we've been doing lectures so much that I need to have vocal cord therapy or something like that. Anyway, this will be fun. We'll give you guys updates on what happens there, and hopefully they'll run with it. But again, putting a shout out to the American Dental Association. I'm really excited. It's again the things that they're doing with third-party payers. Yeah, it deserves all of our support for roughly $1,500 a year. Yeah, I think you can afford it, Doc. Especially you guys have been through our training. We know you can afford it like in 20 minutes. So anyway, of time. So those are some things that we got going on here at My Practice, My Business YouTube channel, meeting with the ADA, and to work on insurance issues. And then the other thing that Tracy and I are excited about that all of you guys have been giving us a bad time about is the fact that we are doing our advanced dental business training now here in South Jordan. We are not going out to Hawaii, but not to worry. Many of you shot us emails and texts. Hey, when's the next Hawaii training? So I can have a business write-off. We're figuring it out. We want to let you guys know that we'll get there and have some other trainings that'll be fun. We love taking you guys to the islands and doing some really cool stuff out there with our training. So that's point number 3. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Just give all of you an update on what we do. One thing we have discovered is in our business trainings now, we don't a la carte our top 3 trainings. They're all combined now. We've found too many offices, they'll come through team training and then they don't do the essential front office training or the advanced training for like a year or two later. And it just doesn't, all of you have been through the team training. Yeah, you do really great. Make no mistake about it. But the other 2 trainings are so mission critical when it comes to running your businesses that, yeah, now it's a combined training with one set fee. And we still earn it with you. But the success that we have seen with other practices with combining all 3 trainings is second to none. Nobody out there teaches what we teach. Nobody out there has the curriculum that we have. And it's like we're not going to shortcut that educational process. So that's another thing that we've made a change here at My Practice, My Business on. And so we hope to see any of you, all of you out there at some point in time coming through training or refresher training. We do, unfortunately, in our business of dentistry, we have a lot of turnover. And sometimes we have a lot of turnover with too many team members, and then you lose your business edge, kind of like not going to continuing education courses. You lose your dental edge. So these are things that we want to bring some light on, and that is if you have a lot of team turnover. I was just thinking about this. We run our businesses all day, every day, and the things in dentistry that we do all day, every day, we stay really good and sharp and focused on it. But unfortunately, Doc, you're not at the front helm there. Your team members are at the helm running the business every day, but then they can lose their edge, and especially if you have team turnover, holy crap, you're going to lose your business edge. So for those of you who've been through any of our trainings, get your butts back in here. Let us bring you up to speed. Things change. Holy cow. Our forms have changed, had 3 major changes in them because of insurance rules that have come down the tracks. So I want all of you to know that, what you were taught 2 years ago may not be what you're taught today. And so it's good to just stay on the edge of everything that we do and the cutting edge and make sure that you're current. And just like you need to be current with this stuff that you don't do a lot of, that you need to go to continuing education courses and stay current. But even the stuff you do a lot of, you're all not just putting in silver and amalgam, right? You're doing composites. And then the bonding agents and the materials change and everything, it's like, that's why you need to stay current with your business training. So we hope to see you guys at some point in time. All of you wonderful team members out there, you're doing great. We just had last week an essential front office training with office managers and front office team members, and all those wonderful women and men that come through that training are just You guys are awesome. You're what makes our offices go round and round and stay going. We're grateful for you. Hope this has been a fun update for all of you, and we look forward to giving you more information as things come down the tracks, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being with us today. Since 2006, My Practice, My Business has been teaching dentists and their teams business skills, dental insurance contractual protocols, and state laws governing how to profitably bill patients fairly for the need-based services they provide. What's more, we guarantee our training, unlike other dental consulting companies in the industry. Simply stated, if you don't increase your net revenue, we don't get paid. We call it dental consulting the way it should be. We believe there's never been a more important time than now for dentists to experience and implement our key methods, knowledge, and business training within their dental practices. To learn more about our guaranteed, no-risk clinical business of dentistry training that is changing dental practices for the better, just go to our website, mypracticemybusiness.com, and surf our pages for additional information about our company and the services we provide. When you're ready, give us a call and get scheduled for the most profitable dental business training that you will ever experience. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. Thank you again and have a fantastic day.